All right, hey. So in this section, we're going to take a look at what are known as strumming patterns. So strumming patterns are a right-hand thing that we do as ukulele players to give our song a rhythm or bounce or groove. A song can be made up entirely of just one strumming pattern, or it can be made up of multiple. You can have a strumming pattern for, say, a verse, you can have a strumming pattern for a chorus, or even just a large section of a song. We describe a strumming pattern by the pattern of strums within it. So, for instance, someone might say the strumming pattern is down, down, up, up, down. And then you would play that strumming pattern pretty much for the whole song or for a good portion of it. The chords would change, but your strumming pattern would not. So we actually already know one strumming pattern. We've learned it already. It's called down, down, down is how you would describe it. It even gets a fancy name sometimes called 4 on the floor. So here's strumming pattern number 1. I'm going to turn on my metronome at 100 beats per minute and show you how it sounds. Now keep in mind, I'm going to keep the strumming pattern going for a while. Even though, as it's written, if you look up here, it's just one bar long. If this were an actual song, that strumming pattern would repeat and over and over and over again until the song was over. So here we go. I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to keep it going. You can maybe strum along too if you're feeling ready. So here's strumming pattern number 1. So now let's take a look at strumming pattern number 2. Here's what it looks like. Now you might be wondering what those symbols are. So take a look here, and you can see that there are 2 rhythm slashes, but they're connected with a beam. That's called an 8th note, and 8th notes are twice as fast as quarter notes. We can actually count that rhythm out loud to sort of get a feel for it first. So if we say that our quarter note strums were 1, 2, 3, 4, if we wanted to do 8th note strums, we'll use the syllable and to go right in the middle between between each number. So take a second, let's try saying that. It'll sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what this expresses is the strumming pattern that I'm going to do. I'm going to do down strums on the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to put an up strum in between each number. So it would sound something like this. This is the strumming pattern number 2. I'm going to put on my metronome, and I'm going to count out loud while I'm doing this. So here's strumming pattern number 2. Be sure to count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and